Okay, so thank you for joining. We are recording this. I think, I don't have to say that by law, by the way. So I wanted to literally get us all on the same page. And think of building a house and you have the foundation. All of us had started at different times, and I'm only 8 months in the business. And we're asking all these different questions. So I thought, you know what? Let's all start now at the same level, right as if it's our first day. Okay. And then as you all recruit, because you guys, we are recruiting, it is crazy. I want you all to be proud because I mean what I'm about to say to you. Lisa's been with me one of the longest. Colleen, many of you on here have. We, out of all 5 countries, the Gina Della family, they're all my kids or grandchildren or great grandchildren now. We are literally the fastest moving group. Sonara is, and under her, we are growing faster than anybody in 5 countries. We have it figured out. So you will be shocked what we have on our hands, and you are going to make bank. Okay. And I mean it. Okay. Let me just admit, sorry. All right. So what we're going to do, the first thing when you are brand new, or you are signing somebody up brand new, the first thing you're going to do after their enrollment bundle goes through, okay, we're going to start right at the beginning. I literally prefer to be with you when it can be via Zoom, can be on a phone call, because trust me, I got it memorized. You know that. It can be however you want, whether you're here. I want to help you sign up your people. Because out of 5 countries, there's only 9 people that are struggling with something. They don't know what it is. We've been trying for weeks that have glitches, and me and my team are one of the 9. So what happens to be, and I just keep being completely transparent, what happens is when you sign up the person, Chris is on here, her sister Michelle, it happened to yesterday. It'll say that your card is either under review. So first of all, under review is okay. I have since learned under review is because whether you're Capital One or Chase or all the different credit cards, your credit card has made it be under review. So that always pushes through. Okay, it just takes a couple hours. It's just, so we now know that's not a problem. Okay, but the decline, I will tell you right now, I've had 67 declines. And you all know, because you probably all were one of them. And not one time has the decline been legit. So the vice president of operations and the head of IT of Trinont is helping me. Okay, so every single time, and again, Chris and her sister Michelle, I did it within minutes. Michelle was pushed through this afternoon for her platinum package, okay? So the reason I like to be on with you, or one of our leaders, Lisa, and Calawerts, Cruise Winner Jarvis, they know, Angel now, they know, Glenn, you know now, to look. So what's going to happen when you sign somebody up? It's going to look like it's perfect because it says, welcome to the Trinont family. So what you're going to do is get their associate ID. You're going to write it down. And one of the things is when you sign in, it says sign in with your email. But the reality is you can sign in with your email. You can sign in with your URL username. Okay, so what did you say you were? Trinont.com/Glenn Derby, Lisa Shimon, Gina Della. Because my team members, I had you just do your first and last name lowercase all together. Or you can sign in using your associate ID. Okay. The other thing is I've had my entire team use the same password, money 2023 ! The reason I did that is because there's nothing in your account that is confidential that I'm going to see. You can't even see your own credit card number once you put it in there. You only see the last 4 digits, okay? That way, You can be on the road. You know, you can be Julie Johnson last Saturday in Green Bay at dinner calling me, Gina, can you sign up my sister? And I can, because I can go and pretend I'm Julie Johnson and I know how to log into her and I can take care of it. And I'm a helicopter mom and I will do that for you. Okay. So that is why I like to have it. I know Ann Caloworks likes to have her team be blessings 94 exclamation point. Perfect. Just let me know what the password is because Chris is keeping a log for me of what they are so I can help you. Any questions with that? Okay. So then when you sign someone up and you get their associate ID and it says, welcome to the family, I want you now to go to a completely clean browser. Get out of what you were in, go into a clean browser, and I want you to hit the refresh button on top of it. The reason why we're doing that is I want you to think of going shopping and you have your Von Mara account, right? Or Macy's or Dick's Sporting Goods, and you created your own account, okay? And really, who logs into your Dick's Sporting Goods or your Von Mara or except for yourself, right? But this is such a unique business that we're logging into our team as Angel. How many times have you logged in? Lisa, how many times? I mean, we log into our team's account. Jarvis, my God, Jarvis has this huge team. So that's really weird. We don't usually log into somebody else's account. So it's so unique. So the IP address doesn't know what to do. Right. So I want you at all. So I want you to start a fresh browser after you sign someone up. And I want you now to go to Tranant.com/whatever they did. So /Lisa Shimon. Okay. Now the first screen you guys should see after you've signed somebody up, because it happens instantly, is you, and they're with you looking at it, you should see their new website. Because that comes with your membership. And okay. So we want to make sure that's there. You want to make sure to tell your new person, or if you are new, you're going to go to your account settings and you're going to upload a picture of yourself. Okay. Now what we're going to do, when you go to Tranant.com/your-name or whatever you called yourself, you're literally at your shopper site. So if you joined this team to build customers or build your team, it doesn't matter. But if you want, you know, you're working on customers, your customer, that's all you do. You give them Tranant.com/whatever your URLs, okay? Now they're shopping. How do you know that? Because in the top right corner, it says shop, about, labs, and then it has a little stick, like a stick person guide. You know you're at your shopping. You're not at your inside office, okay? So now you're going to click the little guy for your new person. And now we're signing into the back office. You will see, you can put their username, like we just said, their associate ID or their email. And then you're going to put in their password. Now you're going to sign in. So now I'm going to share my screen just so everybody can see and understand what I just explained, okay? So I am going to go into a new browser. I do not want to see that mask ever again. I'm going into me. I'm at my shopper site, aren't I? Right? Here's me. But I'm at my shopper site because this, you know, because of that guy, okay? Right. So now we're going to help our new person. We're going to log in. So I'm going to log in as myself, okay? Now you know you're in your back office because that black circle with your initials means you're in your back office. Okay? Now, for our new person, we're going to click and before I move on, my account, that's your dashboard. That's where everything's gonna be. All of these things listed below, your web office is in your account, your subscriptions in your account, order history, share enrollment bundles, it's your dashboard. So if you wanna see all of the things, it's in one place. But if you specifically just wanted to go to your web office or the subscriptions or order history, that's how you do it. So now we have our brand new person and we wanna make sure their card didn't get declined, okay? So we're gonna hit order history. So pretending today was the day so you'll see their order, but what's important is we have to view the details. Okay? And what I want you to make sure that you see is paid. It has to say paid. Now mine, because it's subscription, there's gonna be a column for, for you guys, it's gonna have paid. And it's either gonna say paid, card under review, or declined. Please let them know if it's declined. We know it's not their fault. Well, for here, because it's a subscription, it's gonna look,
Okay.
and I think all my stuff is,
Fair status. Yeah, I see it there.
okay, perfect, okay? So if it's declined, you guys, do not, I want you to email me, G Della at Pella, PELLAWI.com. Because I did create a Trinont email, but you guys, I truly cannot keep looking at that thing.
Right.
So I gotta look at my Pella one.
Can you say that email?
Yeah, Gdella at PellaWI.com. And I want you to email me and say, Gina, Jarvis Racine declined. He is associate number, whatever. And his recruiter is Kelly Bicey and she's associate number, whatever. And she ordered a platinum bundle. That's all I need from you. Next, you are going to text me. You guys, I literally get hundreds of emails a day, and I'm not joking. So I want you to text me and say, Gina, can you look at your email? We have a declined card. This text I check constantly, okay? I will instantly write to my connection and they fix it for us, okay? And then they know to write me back. Trinont knows to write me back and they say it went through, and then I let you know. Any questions on that? It is vital because think of how you feel if it's declined. Look at how many times it happened to you, Jill. I mean, and but that was when I still didn't have the people there. Now I have them helping me. So we don't want someone to feel badly, okay?
Yeah, it took me like 3-4 phone calls it happened twice. I was like,
Don't waste your time.
Right.
I got you. I will always help every single solitary one of you, okay? All right. So now you guys can all see my board, correct? So now you've got your brand new person. They're either hopefully paid or we fixed it. You text me. So the first thing you're gonna have them do, or you're going to do if you haven't yet, because we are growing literally. I don't know, Chandra, I can't even keep up with you how many people you recruit in a flipping day. I want you to have your people Facebook friend me. Gina Romano -Della. Okay. And then, because I cannot do their Facebook Live or launch them if I'm not a friend. So it's super important. Okay. I also want you to ask if they would make their Facebook public, because that also prevents things from, like last night, we didn't realize we had an issue, and it was because we weren't public doing a Green Bay one. She wasn't sitting here with me, okay? Now, when you make it public, You can still pick people. If there are someone you don't want to see it, you can pick certain people you don't want to see it. You still have that flexibility. But it's very important they know they have that privacy still, but it won't work if we're not public, because we are now all over the country. I'm so proud to tell you guys, we're all over the country. So I'm not gonna be sitting next to people every time, okay? And then they freak out, what's wrong? Why is it not, think of how nervous you were. I don't give a rip, you all know what I do every day, it doesn't faze me. Look at us that day, it was kind of fun, it's like, we'll be back. Okay. Next, I want you to go to your app store. And I want you to download Boards. I'm going to put my screen in front of you.
Hey, Gina, can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
I just today on our on Gina's YouTube site, by the way, if you're not subscribed to that, I know you may get to that later, but I just dropped onto the YouTube site today a overview of Boards, Messenger, the Facebook pages, and that is now available on Gina's site under playlists. And then there's a list of how-to videos on there. So subscribe to Gina Della Trenant and subscribe to her YouTube page, and then you'll be able to see all these videos that I did. So I think there's 3 or 4 of them up there right now, a variety of them, but I just dropped up the new one today. There's also one on there on the web office. It'll walk you through the whole web office. And then you can see all the different spots where there's opportunity to learn and play with that section. And then there's one on how to do a new enrollment bundle for somebody as well. So these are just all how-to videos. They're not long, they're 10 or 15 minutes. They're just intended to be a quick refresher to help you. If there are other things that you all need, please just let us know. I'll be hopping on to make those videos pretty regularly, and we'll store them on that channel. So trying to just eliminate all the clutter and all the craziness, because as you all know, there's a lot. So just wanted to take this moment to really jump in and tell you that that new one is available as Gina's about to talk about Boards. So the Boards conversation is in there, the Messenger conversation, as well as our Facebook pages. That's the social media page discussion.
Yeah.
Back to you,
Thank
Gina.
you, Jarvis.
Yep.
So this is what it looks like, the Boards app. Can you see it? Is it showing on? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Download that. I want you to write down my cell number, or you can reach out to your recruiter because they've already done it. Once you've downloaded your Boards app, they're going to invite you to the Diamond League. There's all different people in the world that use the Boards app. So you want to be on the Diamond League, which is Sonara's group of boards, okay? And Jarvis is always one step ahead of me, and that's why he's the educator, and I'm just not.
Can I?
Yes.
I wanna just make a comment, because you can actually, once you can send a link for it, and once they click on that link, it takes them directly into the Boards app and that page.
Okay, so show me that later and then I'll do that. Thank you. So to Jarvis's point, this is getting us the beginning because so many of you are asking me questions and I love it. But it is to the point, we have grown so much. You guys, I am getting texts. If you could see my phone, I'm getting texts. And I have 70 people that text me every day from Pella. And I'm so happy it got to this point. It's outrageous. Okay. So Jarvis was the one who recommended we create a YouTube channel. So all you do to get where Jarvis told you is go to youtube.com, Google that, get into YouTube, and then hit the search, and then look up Gina Della Trenant, okay? Because I've had some questions on that, and I'm not computery either. So Jarvis is amazing. There are numerous videos he has made for us, and he's converted into YouTube. He gets the pleasure of converting this tonight into a YouTube. Jarvis, I am so grateful. I just want to give credit where credit's due, all my graphics for all of our things Jarvis does. So that is all in the YouTube, okay? Everything you need to learn, we're gonna keep putting in there. I think it's gonna be so amazing by the end of October. I can't even imagine all the great stuff we're gonna have in there so that you're gonna be able to send your people. And what I would recommend when you sign somebody up, team, is, and I mean this, we're all at a different place in our life, all of us. I want you to ask when you initially sign somebody up, and don't be afraid, it's a true question. Okay, now that you signed up, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your involvement gonna be with the business side of it? And 5's not an answer, because that's indifferent. Are you below a 5? Because then I know what your involvement wants to be. Are you a 6, a 7, an 8, 9, or a 10? I can tell you, it doesn't matter how many hours a week I'm working at Pella. It doesn't matter that I have brand new grandchild. I'm obsessed with this. I am a 10. The sisters, Missy Corona, we call the sisters, Chris and Michelle, the sisters, if you knew them, they're a 10. They're a 10. Lisa, you're a 10. You, Jill, what do you think you are now that I asked that?
I would say I'm a 10.
Angel?
I'm a wannabe 10. I'm about an 8.5 right now, so I'm gonna be a 10.
Which is
honestly.
fair. Jules, and if you're a 3, you're a 3. Jules,
I'm not a 4.
Jules is a 4.
Great.
Glenn,
Probably around 5, working my way up.
5 wasn't fair.
5 wasn't
Okay.
an answer, remember?
Why didn't you?
So, do you see, we're all in a different spot. So I'm gonna devote my time to the 8, 9, and 10s. Okay, because they're wanting to grow, which is fine if you're not really, so I would hardly call you, by the way. So, oops,
I'm a perfectionist.
so.
Yeah, and I think that the important thing on the videos and is because Gina doesn't have all the time in the world to do some of these things with everybody. So the more, and I know a lot of people want to be independent. They want to be able to just go watch the videos, do the things when they want to do them. So that gives us just a backup opportunity, right? So if you can't get us, you just go right on to the channel, watch the how-to videos, and then you can go onto the messenger and ask very specific questions from there. That way, at least you've tried to solve it yourself or learn something on your own too, which is really helpful for all of us.
Thank you, Jarvis. Yeah. So then I want you, this is what I need, and I don't want you all to answer now. I want you to message me privately. Don't fill up the chats, okay? I want to know, you guys, what is the best way to communicate with you? Because I don't want you going on all these different chats. I don't want you going on in all these different Facebook groups. That is non-revenue generating activity. It could be a full-time job. I can tell you with
confused.
with all the things you guys already are aware of, now I'm also a Ruby leader chat, a Sapphire leader chat, a Diamond leader chat, Emerald. I cannot do it. Guess what? I'm moving up faster than anybody, and I don't need to be on all those chats. So you guys can count on me and Jarvis and our leaders, I promise you, to provide you. You don't have to go look. Intranet mentoring. You don't have to go look in these other things because we're bringing it to you. If there's a day you need to watch something intranet mentoring, like Craig Cotter, who did his live right after Las Vegas clarifying the comp plan, and he's going to continue to keep clarifying, I'm going to post, go watch Tranet mentoring. Okay? Jarvis he's been way ahead of me. Ann Caloworks is amazing. We've got people. So you have to help me because what's happening is I tried to do the diamonds for recognition because we need recognition. Salespeople, I'm sorry, I'm a freaking emerald and I want you all to tell me you're a damn good emerald. I mean, I want to grow, so it's recognition is so important. It is actually, you know, Craig said it, but I've learned it a long time ago. Compensation and recognition are the two most important things to salespeople. And recognition is even more important. I just want John Joseph Calworth to tell me, you are the most amazing vice president in the country. I already know I am, but I want my dad to tell me. You know, that's just what it is. So one was supposed to be for recognition, questions, so that anybody could see it and answer your question if you're feeling paralyzed and we're learning more. It was you know, that's what the Diamonds one was for. And then the no reply resources was my idea of every time I'm putting go to Trinot Mentoring, the comp plan nightmare. It's a video, Jarvis made it. But then even that's getting lost.
Right.
So, and I get it. So I need to know, should each of you, when you maybe get to the Pearl level, should I make a group text, and once you reach the Pearl level, I communicate with all of you, and then you communicate to your teams, Pearl and up? What? Let's think about it. I see some head nods. Let's just brainstorm, because I don't want you to feel lost. I don't want you to miss that Jarvis just made a new video and it's lights out and it's how to do something. Okay, so I want you to just think about that. Okay, Jarvis, any feedback on that?
No, it's a conundrum, right? Because we think that those are good spots, and then all of a sudden you've got something that is way up, scrolled up because everybody commented on it, right? And which is great that we're engaged in that process, but then somebody who's been working all day, like me, and I'm like, I'm trying not to go on there every 20 minutes, and that's not the expectation, right? So there are very few people on our team that do this full time, and it's great that you do, and we love that. But like a lot of other people are working multiple jobs, there are other things that are going on. So the concern is that everything just keeps getting buried. So that's the intent of just trying to figure out how best we come up with a solution that doesn't bury some of the really key critical information so that you all have access to it. So just send us post something later and just give your feedback, because we just want to make sure that everybody can win and exactly know how to be successful in doing this.
The comment.
And let's be honest, Gina, you and I and none of us came from like the network marketing world. So this is all, it's all new to most of us. Like we didn't even know like some of this stuff existed. So like it's all learning for all of us. So that's why we want to be so supportive of each other, because we're all learning and we all want to be successful together.
Yeah, because we now have Kelly Bicey. We have a couple team members now that have done network marketing, but most of us haven't. And Shannon just wrote, it's overwhelming. And so this is what I want to say to you guys. I want you to think back when you started your job. Angel, you're at a newer company. It's overwhelming. Nobody starts their new job and doesn't have a million questions. It's brand new. Think back to your first day. Lisa Caston, you're at a newer job. I mean, it's overwhelming. Your first month, I've only been the vice president over the entire company for 5 months now. I was on a call today that for every single bi-weekly, I've declined it because I thought it was a national telecall. Oh no, I was supposed to be on it. It was just for, it's overwhelming. So you will learn it, you will catch up. And now I know Jarvis has made these beautiful videos and will catch up. Also, when you sign up somebody, Jarvis is going to help me learn my new app called Calendly. And I'm going to create a calendar so that we can fill in, because the first thing you want to do, all of you who have done the Facebook Live, and I've launched you, you know what's happened.
Right.
That is why we're flipping, growing. So it pains me. You're always going to hear the truth from me. That we can agree to disagree, right? We can agree to disagree. That's the world. But it pains me when people do not want me to launch them and do their Facebook Live and launch their business because they've got to try the product. You guys, you just invested in yourself. Don't you want to get your money back? Do you think an Audi car salesperson says, I can't take the job, I can't do it till I try all the cars first? Do you think I couldn't be the VP of Pella until I tried the windows first 10 years ago? I just built this house, the first Pella windows I've ever had. Believe in the product, believe in the company. Have faith in yourself, have faith in me as your leader, and have faith in your person who recruited you that we're gonna teach you. We're not gonna, I think all of you can, I'm here for you, and so have all of your leaders, okay? So let us launch you and let's get this going, because next week, you don't even realize what you have on your hands, okay? So you're gonna set up that Facebook launch with your person. Let's make them $2,000 their first month. So I have limited time. My leaders have become phenomenal. They're watching my lives. They know what to do. They're very good. Jarvis and Ann did not become a Ruby because, and I have Missy who became a Pearl in 3 minutes. I have Angel who became a Pearl in 3, Glenn's going to town. I don't even know what his girlfriend just created today. It was so amazing. I don't even know how this woman did this. So we have a very strong team, okay? So Facebook, you're gonna set that Facebook launch up. Now, what's gonna happen after you do your Facebook Live? What happens? People start saying, how can I get more information on the product? How can I get more information on the opportunity? It happens every single time. So I've told all of you the exact same thing and it's worked. I have an info session that is very engaging. As of today, it has a 93% success rate, closing rate, 17 platinum packages. My most current one was September 25th. So if someone, what the rule is, if they just want to know about the product, this is what you do, guys. You say, Gina made, I've had feedback, and I have thick skin. I'm on billboards. Do you know how many people have said I'm fat or on TV? And I want to always remind you, it adds 100 pounds. So I have thick skin. Feedback, are they too long? Are they too, so far I've not been told they're too long because it's covering a little bit of everything to give a flavor off the menu. But it doesn't hurt my feelings if some of you disagree, but then I gotta go with the majority, okay, of what people think. I've been a leader a long time, you can't hurt my feelings, okay? So when someone says, I wanna know about the product, you guys got it. Look at the passion I have. You should watch me sell windows. I've been doing this since 1996, and you would think I just started selling windows. Be passionate about what you do. And you go, oh my God, you have got to watch Gina's video. Use my name. And say, it's so engaging. And before you know it, you can't even believe you just watched it. That whole time it's already done. She is gonna teach you briefly about the company and the products. She goes through each one. If you don't want to hear about the opportunity, I don't know how you wouldn't. We have a product, a proprietary product, blah, blah, blah. But then just shut it off at that point. Do you seriously think anybody shut it off at that point? Because I don't really think that, but if they do, that's fine. Then they're a customer of yours, okay? So you are going to give them my info session. Now, I don't know how to keep getting that out to you. I've posted it. It is on the YouTube channel. So please subscribe. Please have your new person subscribe to my channel. Okay.
I just dropped the link right into the chat as well. So if you click on that link, you can just go to subscribe and save that as well. And then there are, the best way to do this is there are playlists on her page. And there are 2 playlists. You'll see a product and business overview, and then you'll see a playlist of how-to videos. So all of these they're all in there. The additional one from today will be up there, at least if not tonight, tomorrow. It'll be up there as well. So and then they're dated as well. So the first info station is on there. It's 9/12, then the 9/25 date one, and then today's date will be on there as well. So really trying to make this as fairly easy as possible for everybody. Just to go there, watch the videos, and then share those videos. They're very easy to share. You just right click, send it to whoever you need to send it to, and they can watch them.
And then we put different headshots. You'll start to get used to it. One graphic is, you'll know, oh, that's the trade, always going to be trading. you'll know one graphic is always gonna be our info session graphic. And then the playback will be the same graphic, the YouTube video playback. And then Jarvis, I can't remember, I apologize, were you able to make next Monday to do, not next Monday, 2 Mondays from now, a live, which I think is the 16th?
Yeah, do you want me to make a thing for it, right?
No, can you join me and
Oh.
But
We'll talk offline. I'm flying to Austin, but I should be able to do it from the hotel in Austin.
Okay,
So I have a quick question.
yep.
So which one from the YouTube channel is the one that we should share, the 925 or the 912?
9:25.
925.
We can actually delete Jarvis the 9:12.
All right, I'll do it right now.
Good question.
925 includes information from Transform.
And
Correct.
can we send that to just anybody, even if they
Anybody.
didn't ask?
Yes,
Just send it?
yes,
I think you'll enjoy this.
yes.
Okay.
So I want to talk about legs, but before I move on to before I move on to the legs topic, how to do legs quickly, that's the other question. You guys, send it to everybody, okay? You have the advantage of using my name, you
So
know?
can we send it to them without having them subscribe to the YouTube channel?
Yes.
You
Yes,
can?
Just
Okay, I'll
share.
figure that out.
Copy,
Yeah.
Share, copy.
Okay.
yep, just hold on it,
Copy
copy,
it.
send it to yourself in a text, and then copy, share.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's little, by the video, there's to the right of the actual overview of the video, there's 3 little buttons. If you click on that button, it says you can download a video, you can save it, you can watch it later, or you can share it. And if you click share, you can send it to wherever you need to send it to.
Wait, can we do questions at the end, just
No, it
to,
wasn't a question. It
oh,
was just
okay, go ahead.
For people that are serious about doing this business, I would suggest creating like your own files of things like, oop, so you're gonna go to that 925, you really like it, you're gonna save it to your own
Yes.
file. Then you don't have to go to her YouTube channel, you can click right into your saved things and boom, you can just, your own files from within your YouTube channel of things you want to save in your own.
Could you all hear that on the computer? Save, so Lisa was saying, when you love something like an info session, save it to your own file, so you don't have to keep going into the YouTube channel every single time. So you can always grab that info session. And the other thing that, like, Emily Gilders is the queen of this, and some of you are starting to catch on. Literally, if anybody asks you, Ellen is really gotten good at this. So what I want you to do is, so someone's interested in the product or the opportunity, they've asked you, and you go, oh my God. You don't ask permission, okay? You're like, oh my God, you've got, here is the YouTube. You're gonna love this, Gina made this, you're gonna be so engaged, you will not believe what these products do. And then you don't ask permission, and then you write a 3-way text, and you say, hey, Emily, I'm introducing you to Gina. I am so excited that I just sent you the video, and you're gonna love what you hear from Gina, and now the 3 of you are connected. You didn't ask permission. You guys, it works like a charm. Ellen and I just recruited, Lisa Shimon, look at me, Gina Kerwin, and because this lady, what Gina does? It's not facials, what does she do?
She started as massage, but it's weight loss. She has a weight loss system. She actually she's converting her entire line, or the lines she offers, to Trinant in her clinic.
So
she's
think
gonna,
about
yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Owen met her because there was a coupon that came up on Facebook that her friend saw. So then Ellen and her friend went, met Gina Kerwin. It's weight loss. So this one's obsessed. I would say Ellen's a 10 if I spoke for you.
11.
She then talked about it to Gina Kerwin. So I met Gina this week. Imagine that. She's got a constant demographic, and her husband's a chiropractor, and they share the space. You guys, I will go do info sessions. I literally told Sean Murphy's wife, hold on, I gotta let someone in. Sean Murphy is a very good friend of mine who owns Pella in New York and Pennsylvania. I said, you get 10 people, you get guaranteed 10 people, I will fly out there. I will drive. I will do whatever you need me to do. Make it worth my while. Because I am a master recruiter, and I think you all know that. I'm a closer. I have an 85% closing rate with windows. I can't find good outfits. I'm not a good dresser. I don't have a perfect body, but God, I'm a good closer. Let me close for you. Bring me in front of the people, okay? So I want you all to write down on October 16th at 7 p.m. I believe it's a Monday. Because now I just said, let me just look to be sure. Okay, Monday, October 16th, I am going to be doing a live info session. So the Zoom you've been sharing was originally live on September 25th.
Right.
You just heard me tell you a 93% closing rate, 17 platinums. I get better every time I do it. Because now it's more, just like you guys get better every time, repetition. Think of the first time you drove to someone, think of the first time you drove to my house, because I'm in the boonies, right? You're looking at GPS, you're not sure, you're kind of going slow, it's dark. By the 20th time, you can do it in your sleep, right? We all start at the beginning of stuff.
Do people really think you live in the boonies? Because they have to come to my house if they want to talk about boonies.
Yeah, he has
Does he
animals.
live on Palmyra?
It's Whitewater, Palmyra. I don't even know how to spell it.
Yeah, I live actually in LaGrange, which is just down by Palmyra and Eagle.
Yeah, he has a zoo, and it's for real. So it's for real. I saw it. So, October 16th, you invite as many people. You don't wait till October 16th to start doing things. But that would hurt you. It would hurt you immensely. You have 2 weeks. This product's coming out. Do you know in 2 weeks, I got 40,000 group volume points? Do not put off for tomorrow what you can do today. Ever. A true salesperson knows you don't sandbag. You make hay while the sun shines. But I'm telling you in advance, I will be doing a live updated Zoom. It will be recorded because it will have been a week after the launch of this brand new product. I don't even know if we're going to be able to breathe when this happens. I don't think you guys understand.
Right.
And it's okay. You don't know what you don't know. It's okay. And then that will be your playback starting the 17th, the 18th, and I'm going to make it. And so help me God, hopefully Ann and Jarvis, because we're going to be the three of us running it. Lisa, I'm going to have you do if you're some ingredient stuff, but I do not want it to go over an hour. So we'll brainstorm what that looks like. Okay. But we're going to make it so it doesn't sound dated.
Right.
So then I can spend more, because it takes time to do that. And it's a phenomenal tool. And I'm torn. Do I do these twice a week? Do I adding Sunday nights now that it's fall and the Packers suck? Do I do a Sunday night? I don't know, or do I keep doing your Facebook launches because you're growing? So I thought, and I love feedback after at the end, provide me feedback. I thought, why don't I just record 1 or 2 a month that you keep using, and I just Facebook launch the heck out of your people, okay? Or I go get me anyone that owns a spot. Get me people at the Dog's Nest. I don't care what it is. You give me a group of people, have people at your house, Joe. Have people, I'll have it at my house all the time, and you guys better eat that damn food. I will do things for you. I will fly to your state at my expense if you have at least 10 legit people. So reach for the stars and have 25 so that you have legit people. I will do whatever it takes to help you grow, because you guys, I made $15,000 at the emerald level. We're talking $100,000 just from the rank. If I can do that, and I've never done this business, you can do it, and I can get the training that you're all getting. Okay, Diamond, you are at 200,000+ a year just at the rank. That's not even all the other things you get paid. $1,000 just for the rank. She's been in it 9 months. Okay, so I'll help you. All right, I want to quickly talk about legs.
My nemesis.
Lisa,
I miss Jay because. We won't.
yeah, the rule.
Right.
Before we talk about legs, the rule right next to legs, you will not place a human until you talk to Gina. How many of you have screwed up? You can raise your hand. Don't, it's so precious. No, Angel listens, she's complying.
I trust you, Gina.
Yeah.
That's what I always say.
I would too, yeah.
Like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But now you do not place without my help. Do you want to make money as fast as possible? If you do, you let me help you place. Does everyone understand? Now, if you have a spouse, children that are 18 or over, I can't say on film, maybe 17.5 and older. It's up to you, okay? This is totally up to you. I always recommend the platinum package. And there's some of you that got the gold, and I'm not trying to make you feel bad one bit. But the platinum, I've also had most people go, they have buyer's remorse because of what they didn't buy. And they're like, I wish I just would have got the platinum package because now I ended up ordering more. I needed it. It's the most discounted package. If you're really going to help your person do a business, they have to be able to touch, feel, see, understand all of the products, okay? But if you can afford it, or you trust in yourself to build, and you want to, bring on your partner, bring on adult children, okay? So this is you, okay? 1, 2, 3 equals kids, partner, spouse, okay? If you want, okay? Why would you do that? Well, you are going to make commission off of every bundle. You do not make ranking team money till you have personally signed up 3 people. You have to personally sign up 3 people to get the rank bonuses, the building, like I'm an emerald, okay? But when you sign people up, you got to start somewhere. You got to have your first person. They get an enrollment bundle. Again, I highly recommend a platinum. So this is why I want you to give my info session, because by the time, you know what, you guys, most of you aren't in sales. And when we were just in Las Vegas, I would easily say 85% of those people have never sold a thing before tonight. They are nurses, teachers, functional medicine doctors. They're everything but a salesperson. So they don't know how to warm up and build rapport, which is what I do in my session. By the time I'm done, I think they either hate me, love me, think I'm funny, but there's some sort of rapport. They don't know how to build value. They don't know how to build trust. So how are they going to spend $912 with you? Okay, that's what my session does for you. So you get your first person. You have to start somewhere. They buy an enrollment bundle. You make $300 immediately back from a platinum. You make $200 if you sell a gold. You make $100 if you sell a silver. You make 500 points with a platinum, 300 points with a gold, 150 points with a silver. Do not sell a bronze. I don't even know how many points it comes with or money because I don't do it. because there's a silver bundle that's worth $299. It's cheaper than some of the bronzes. So if someone's gotta go lower, do the silver one that's $299, because at least you're gonna get $100 back and you are going to get 150 points. Okay? So now, your spouse or your children. Every platinum you purchase, you're gonna get 300 back. So if you just bought your husband's or your wife's or your kids, instead of 912, it's now 612, because you just immediately got that. And you have all this product and you're all learning. There's people you want to give them product to. Here's a perfect example, right, Jill? Jill and Dan started, they were going to Italy, and so their stuff wasn't gonna come. So look I had enough stuff, I had things to give them, so they could at least get going and stay excited before their 2-week shipment comes. And so that's what I signed up my kids, my husband, my daughter-in-laws, all platinum, because then I can get you guys excited. And when you guys get your product, you can give it back to me. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so now you have to remember, once you've signed up 3 people on your own, if you at least have 1,500 points in 1 month, between you and their 3 bundles, you become a jade. You've already earned another bonus. You've now gotten to a rank. But what I need you all to remember, when you bring your husbands, for the most part, when you bring your husbands, wives, girlfriends, whatever, for the most part, and your kids, they're not doing the business. So this is the one and only time you're gonna get points from them. And it's the one and only time you're gonna get that commission off those bundles. You have to pretend you're actually at 0.
Right.
Okay, because this month you benefited. So now run like hell and really start bringing the other people, because you already became a jade. Now send my info session, bring people to me, and now have them grow. We don't care. This is what people are getting confused about. And we definitely have to talk about it. And it's something I was not taught, and I'm forever remorseful. So Chris is one of my legs, my husband, Chris, okay? A leg is different than a personal. Why? Because let's take my dentist, Tom Cracklow, okay? Let's just talk about Tom Cracklow. He signed up in April. He's a runner. He's gonna be 60. He wanted collagen because everything hurt, and he wanted enzymes. He knew he should be swallowing the enzyme with it. Tom Cracklow never had an intention of building his team. But I signed him up as a platinum. Doesn't matter what I signed him up, but I'm platinum. So now he's one of my people, right? But Tom is never gonna grow. He's never gonna do the business. But every month he's buying his own product. It's beautiful. I get 100 points from him for sure every month. Okay. Do you understand why I get 100 points? Because he's buying his own product. So it's worth at least 100 points because he's a woman in a man's body. But he's never gonna grow. He's never gonna grow. Okay. So let's see. Here, Tom, okay, this is Tom. Here's 3 people. Gina, I already have my 3 people. In September, I personally recruited 9 people. Where do I put them? It's called spillover. I gotta put them somewhere, right? Well, Tom is here. In order to keep this leg going and this chain going, I'm gonna feed Tom 1. Can you guys see that? I'm gonna feed Tom, because I'm gonna put it here. So I'm gonna put this person I recruited here. And let's say I recruit someone for 500 points. Tom gets 500 points. He might not care because he's not doing the business. Susie Q gets 500 points. Susie Q also has points from this person, this person, this person. So let's say this month Susie Q got a total of 1,900 points between herself, Tom, my recruit, and her. She had 1,900 points. Those 1,900 points go right up to you, all 1,900. Whoever's above you got 1,900 points, all the way up to me. It doesn't matter if this goes down to 4,000 people, this particular string, all 4,000 people get that 500 points. So when it comes to husbands who aren't going to do the business or wives, Chris, my mistake, because I didn't know, because we're thinking 2 paychecks. So I went in as if I was Chris. And I got him recruit 1. I signed up recruit 2. I went into his account and pretended I was Chris. So now I sign up Chris, 3 people. Nobody explained to me that legs have to be even. So now I go and I'm thinking I want our family to have 2 paychecks. So as I'm recruiting, I'm just building.
Yeah.
Guess what happened? Now I have to worry about keeping all 3 of Chris's legs growing for Chris to get 1,500 points. I have to keep work. He's not going to get money if he's doing anything. So I'm sitting here focusing over here instead of helping, you know, Alan recruits, or any of you, any of you. I've taprooted almost all of you. So what that means is Gina recruited someone. Oh, Lisa Shimon, she's working hard. I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna add someone here. Oh, Lisa's working really hard. I just recruited, let's start fresh. I just recruited 9 people. And Sean Murphy, we'll use Sean Murphy as an example. Sean, the owner of Pella, brought in his girlfriend, his daughter, and daughter, all platinum. How many points is that?
15,
All platinum,
1,500.
2,000. Because Sean was a platinum.
Oh, okay, I was meaning just a little.
Oh, God. So Sean already became a jade. Right? Sean signed up, I don't know, September 18th. So this little chain here of a family, I can't separate, right? That's his family. So we have 2,000 points. I took this whole chain and I rewarded it to somebody that was working very hard. And I taprooted it. This person was here. So I attached the Sean 2,000 family to this person. 2,000 points, 2,000 points, 2,000 points. That's called taprooting. I'm not gonna add, let's say it was this person that was working really hard. They still need one. They still need one, or so you guys can see. Let's say it was this person working really hard. And they have this person and this person. I am not gonna give them that 3rd leg. They can go recruit their own person, but I'm gonna taproot Sean's family and give them 2,000 points and go, you know what?
Got
If
all
you're
the sectors
smart,
in the world.
Yeah, if you're smart, you'll go recruit your 3rd personal,
Right,
and now you already are an opal.
yep.
So for your husband, you don't want to keep building and find them recruits because now you're clogged all on that one leg. Because now they need 3 active legs. So instead, you do it further. Chris just became a Sapphire in September. Chris earned $4,500. Chris also became a Ruby first in September. Guess what? I recruited 16 people in February for my 2 sons, my 2 daughter-in-laws, and Chris. Chris would still be a Sapphire and a Ruby if I wouldn't have done that. And I could have took those 16 people and helped all of my people. That's why you just bring on your children and your husband or wife now. So eventually, it's not going to be overnight. We're not Sonara, where we came from another direct sales company and we have a team of 200 people that came with us. We're starting organically, most of us, okay? So it's gonna take a while. Does that help, Angel, with Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while before you get that second paycheck. But you secured their spot at the top of your family because when this new product comes out, you're gonna have so many,
Right.
I had 9 to be able to place. So it was super easy to give Chris to get him to Ruby and Sapphire because it helped taproot 8 other people on the way.
So
One of
we're-
the other, Gina, if I may, one of the other great benefits of taprooting is that you can run into a situation where you have your 3 legs and really only have one person who's actually really kind of out there driving opportunity. And if you taproot the other legs, now you're giving additional opportunity for new people to come on board who are going to be really excited and want to grow the business further down your legs. Because remember, all of those things, all those points come back up to you throughout this process. So the deeper you go, the deeper is better than wider. So always go deep because you'll find new opportunities, new leaders, new people who get really excited and want to grow, and they're going to keep going deep and deep. And that's really the best avenue in this process to really build long-term sustainable growth for your team.
And looking where you're gonna taproot on the balancing part, because I mean, you might want to help person on your 3rd leg, but you're over on the left, actually, you need, like, these 2 legs are great, but this leg over here, like, needs some help, so as much as you
Yeah.
want to, you have to place that taproot on that first leg. Can you hear me, Jarvis?
Yep.
Yeah, so.
Where do you see, is there a visual of
Yeah,
that? So-
yeah.
there's a little-
And I teach it to you. That's why I'm like, do not recruit till do not place till I help you.
Okay.
So this is the other thing, you guys. So like, we want to become a diamond team this month. By becoming a diamond team, it means you're all promoted. We're not going to get there unless we help each other. That's the beauty of this company. It's not like we're Gannon Fields where if you have all of this below you and someone passes you up. If Jarvis passes me up, God bless him. A good leader hires better than you. That's a great leader.
Right.
I hope he freaking becomes a black diamond,
So does Jarvis.
Right. But if you have a too heavy leg, what happened to me because I wasn't taught what to do,
Right.
at 100,000 points is what I need to become a diamond. So I need 40,000 points. I can only get from each leg. So if this strong leg gives me 50,000, I can only use 40. Not that I want to stop it from growing. I'm just telling you, because also maybe I hit diamond and now I work to black diamond in the same month. Trust me, with what's happening, it could happen. So I'm happy, get to 70,000. But I can only use 40,000 points out of the 100. I can only use 40,000 points. Your weak leg has to give me 20%. Has to. So I don't want you guys to have weak legs that you worry about. Because then you gotta hope to high heaven, both of these legs are maxing you out. So
Yeah, And those percentages, Gina, are different based on what level you're going after. So just know that it's in the guide. It'll tell you exactly what mix it has to be at the different legs, right? So early on in Jade, you can have a leg that's much stronger than the other legs, but as you go up, the mix is less and less. So it starts at like 65%. I think one leg can be initially, then it drops to 50%, 55%, 45% as you climb. That really, the intention of that really, which I actually appreciate, it's kind of a pain sometimes because you get stuck, but it actually helps you long-term to build sustainability for all your legs, right? So that you're really paying attention to growing your entire team, not just one team or one leg within your team. So it's actually a very smart business move to make for the organization to require the leg mix.
Yeah.
At Jade, the most you can get is 975 out of one leg. Most of you have signed up and brought on somebody, so you're already yourself at 500. And then your leg, your personal, the most that leg can give you is 975. Okay, the most it can give you is 975. At Jade, Opal, and Pearl, you only need 2 legs to get you there. Opal is 3,000. Pearl is 5,000. By the time you get to Pearl, one leg can only give you 2,500. So we have one person, she's got 19,000 points. She ended in September, and she's an Opal. Because one of her legs is so heavy. She needed, yeah, she had literally like 16,000 in one leg. But she at Opal, she needed at least 1,500. She had it all over here. Does that make sense? You've got, so right off the bat, to Jarvis's point, just start building the third leg right away, because we're gonna move so quickly. There were more people that became rubies in their first 4 weeks in September than in company history in 7 years. What do you think is gonna happen now?
Right.
Okay, you had a question, Jill.
I don't remember what it was, sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I wanna make sure Jarvis doesn't have any last things he wants to say, and I wanna see what questions we have.
We'll definitely make a video of this down the line here because it's very confusing. It's taken me, and I still was on the phone the other day with Gina going, hey, help me through this one again because I'm a little confused about this one. So this is a complex conversation, and it takes 3 or 4 times of listening to it to actually kind of go, oh, get it, now it totally makes sense, at least for me, because maybe it's just because I'm a guy, and it takes us longer to learn things. But so we'll do a video of this one. I'll record Gina doing this one on another time just to make this a small focus video, like a 15-minute overview of placement. But most importantly, trust Gina, ask Gina on this stuff. She's got this figured out, and I always default to Gina. It's just easier and safer that way.
Do you think I should record the questions or shut the recording off?
And I think we can shut the recording off. I think it works because otherwise it gets too long and then it's hard to upload.
Okay. I'm gonna shut that off then.
Thank you everybody for joining. Appreciate it all.
Thank you, Jarvis. He's trying to teach me to not just do that. Thank you. But we'll stay on for questions.